every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia, 12. Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quickly complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 36, Georgia 12.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Down at the 23, and your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Texas 19.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 13, and the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. flying out to the left. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is strong and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he makes the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt, they put a lot of highlights together.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
26.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Throws toward the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
On the run, still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Caught over the middle. It's Urasek. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. On 3rd down, going up top. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. Man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses.